here. We're in here. We gonna get it rocking.
Information 800-427-0183. 800-427-0183. Call now. 800-427-0183. That's 800-427-0183.
Another lonely night. Another night of not getting my phone ring. No missed text of saying I miss you or I love you. No home, no call.
Hi, people. I'm here.
We have a love that seems to exist only in silence. Our movements and caresses fixed in vows of blood. No one knows about it except the bed sheet and the simple chandeliers. Or maybe the picture that hangs there. All because you like to keep things silent. The type of sound that will have you calling out when no one is listening and then waiting in the dark type sound. Or I can't believe what we've been dead silent.
Good morning, Pebbles.
To beg yours for this one sees me silent. And I try to understand why is it okay for you to rock and hold me and call me your baby yet at the same time make it okay for you not to love me. You try to neglect me, but turn around and use my vagina as a walk-in closet to store your unlistenable affection you claim to have for me. When feelings are brought to light, you act like the most we share are some type of down payment for your love. And I beg
Good morning, good morning.
holding on to your power. After it's all said and done, you act like you don't know me and quickly go the other way, saying, shh, let's keep this quiet. Because if it was to ever come out, everyone would know even about me all along. All the hung-on calls, the late-night kisses. So if you roll with her, your knees buckle and you start to tremble. Because it's like looking at a reflection of me. No matter how much you try to disguise the image, you can't deny that I'm a prototype. And her, well, she's just a full copy she just get trying to reflect. Check her profile. You know you can't make copies without first crossing with the blueprint, so stop trying. Everything you want from her is already in me. Deep down, you knew it. That's why when you hug her, the hugs are not that secure.
Good morning, Jay Sully. How are you?
And your heart beats all city. You can never be one with her because your intimate thoughts, I own them. And your emotions, I control them. Don't you remember telling me that my love was the radio to your soul? What you stay tuned to. But now, you want to switch the channel. I was the twinkle in your eye. Now you say it's a glare. How was your favorite daydream? So I can sleep on the one you dream of. Don't forget who was your raindrops on your window pane. And right there where the clouds are gone. So go ahead and substitute me for her. You know what they say. The sequel is never better than the original.
I like the way that feels.
It's your man DJ Five-Star the General, aka Mr. B. More Step, and you tuned in to Lady Blue Radio Show live on WMSAOnlineRadio.com. Talk radio just got better. Pay attention. WMSAOnlineRadio.com. Commercial free 24/7.
Use a vertigo, y'all. I plug in my phone. Hey, Natasha. Yeah, we're gonna get freaking sweet jars. You're gonna be calling in here. That's our special guest for today. Looking forward to it. I've had freaking sweet jars, and y'all just don't know.
We are one
This
nation.
ain't a song, this my soul spilling over the beat. Everybody, yeah, war, and I'm just hoping for peace. Feeling like while the world's so cold, lately I've been praying hard for every girl I know. Cause things done got crazy in my city, and there's 2 parentless little ladies in my city. Domestic violence is real. R.I.P. to Raw Nation, straight up. I just like to take this time to dedicate this song to anybody who's ever been affected by domestic violence. And in the words of the late great Tupac Shakur, I just want to encourage all the women all over the world to simply keep your head up.
Creation changing lives. Wipe the tears from faces. We are one nation. We are.
All right, y'all. We're gonna be dropping in here in a minute. So y'all ready to Lady Blue in? Let's say good morning. Let's say good morning.
Radio.com, where talk radio just got
Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning. Good morning. Come on. Hey. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey. Hey. Oh, you're all tuned into Lady Blue. For I am about to do something new, something true. You was always hoping what you planned. Woke up this morning feeling like I want to dance. New day, new blessings. Live, learn lessons, answers, questions. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. Been through the fire, I'm a survivor. Faking he tried us, he didn't prosper. So much going on in the world, it won't stop us. Oh, we got faith. All my prayer warriors pray. This is what I gotta say. Lady Blue Radio Show is how you start your day. Hey, this is what I gotta say. Lady Blue Radio Show is how you start your day. Good morning. Ooh.
get myself in. And then I heard a voice say that
Ooh.
you can be free to you miss the beginning. And then that voice said,
We've been made endure for a night, but with joy comes in the morning. Good morning. All right, everybody. Good morning, and good morning. In my lady voice, how you doing? All right, we are here. This is Lady Blue, your girl, your fave blogger, live right here on the home of Cheryl Underwood Morning Show, WMSKOnlineradio.com, where talk radio just got better. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at WMSK Online Radio, and make sure when you tag us with the hashtag WMSK Grind. How is everybody doing this morning? We have a great show for you this morning. We have a special guest calling in, so y'all get your sweet tooth ready because freaking sweet jars will be in the house. Yes, we are going to talk to the founders, the creators, the owners. Oh my gosh, it is just the Garretts are gonna be in the house, and it's just gonna be so much fun. Anyway, we're gonna talk sweet. So if y'all haven't brushed your teeth yet, go ahead and go brush your teeth so you be ready for this. Okay. While we wait for our special guest, let me say happy birthday to all who are celebrating a birthday today, including Fam, Tony Major, and my dear friend Lynn Aponte. Lynn, Tony, happy birthday. If you are celebrating a birthday, a birth, an anniversary, any special occasion today, do it in style, and kudos from Lady Blue, okay? Other than that, while we're waiting for our special guest, I want you all to go over to the Lady Blue Positive page. If you have not started following that page, start following that page for positive stories, inspiration for your day, your week, your moment, whatever the case may be. Real quick shout out to those of you who are following me on YouTube, those of you who are following me on Facebook Live right now. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you share, tag, bring a friend, drag a friend, tell a friend, and let's get it up. Let's get it rocking and rolling. So special shout out to Lamore Lifestyle PR, who is constantly working with Lady Blue and bringing the good stuff to the Lady Blue radio show. On the Lady Blue Positive page, we've got a number of good stories to share with you. One of the stories that I want to share with you is about a champion bodybuilding couple with cerebral palsy. Husband and wife lifting weights, doing their thing, and not letting their disability stop them. Y'all got to go see this video because it is over inspiring to see that they don't let that physical limitation stop them from achieving their dream. And they got the medals and the awards to prove it. The other video that is up there was from Good Morning America. It was about a nonverbal graduate who gave a graduation speech that brought the house down. Nonverbal. He's with Transitional Plus, which is a program for students with disabilities ages 18 through 21. He was selected to give the class speech for 2019. And since he's nonverbal, he used his device to speak for him. And you have to go and hear. This young man not only has a sense of humor, but his mind is amazing. So you have got to go and check out that video. Lady Blue Positive page, make sure you follow it. Another good and positive story for the African American community is that the first Black woman choreographer nominated for a Tony in over 2 decades. Hats off to Camille A. Brown. The dance world, the performing arts world has got a gem right there. Camille A. Brown. Remember that name, okay? You remember Alvin Ailey? Remember that name. My other positive video that's up there is from America's Got Talent this year, and it's from the Lobu Youth Choir from South Africa. Whoo, you cannot talk about this. You have to go see it. They got their ticket to go to the big show. And let me tell you, they did not disappoint. If they can impress Simon, they can impress anybody, okay? So, but these young men and women did their thing all the way from South Africa and just wowed the judges and the audience, and it is absolutely beautiful. So you have got to go and see that. Even had me hold him up, clutching my pearls, okay? Clutching my pearls. I don't even wear pearls. But I was clutching my pearls because that was a performance that was worth watching over and over and over again. And they even have one from Britain's Got Talent from a 60-year-old 60-year-old gentleman who did a song called Wiggle Wine. And he had the whole house up rocking with the reggae beat and the whole 9 yards. It was fantastic. You have to go see the clip from Britain's Got Talent because it was he was just so cute having this little wiggle and wine. The wiggle is up top and the wine is down on the bottom. So you just, wiggle wine. Okay. Had me wiggle whining. So I was very impressed with that. Beyond all the other positive stories that are going on around the country, you can check out the Lady Blue Positive page. You can check me out on Instagram, LB Fabulous, or at 50 Shades of Blue Be More, or at Lady Blue One. Either one, I'm sharing something positive. I'm sharing something uplifting. I'm giving you a peek into my life, and you can also check us out at Covenant Connection with me and my husband. Please follow that page because, not only do we just give you your bit of inspiration for the day, we also, we share from other pages. We share gospel entertainment. We share things from gospel entertainers as well as pastors and bishops and preachers. And, before I forget, happy birthday to Pastor John Gray of Relentless Church in Greenville, South Carolina. Happy birthday, young man. He has come through another year. He has come through. God has sustained him through a lot. Okay. He and his wife have, built this church up. They have built their ministries up. They are just, they said that prayer, they caught that wave, and they are out there. And I am quoting a song right there. But the point of the matter is they did it and they trusted. And they're living their dream. And so hats off to them. So happy birthday, Pastor John Gray. It is just amazing when you can share good feelings like that. Another thing, oh, well, let me stop. Hold that thought, y'all. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, good morning. I am so excited. Okay, y'all. I hope y'all brushed your teeth and I hope y'all ready because my sweet tooth is ready for freaking sweet jars. Yes. How are you this morning? How y'all this morning?
Oh, we're doing great. We're doing great. It's a blessed morning.
Ah, sweet, awesome. So I'm gonna hand the mic over to you and let y'all introduce yourselves because I can talk about sweet jars all day because I done had some and I know what it's about. But tell everybody a little bit about y'all and your company and just about how it came about.
Well, our company, Freakin Sweet Jars, my wife Renata and I am Jahil. Our company actually been around since 2014.
Okay.
To be completely honest with you, it came about because we have 6 children, and one day we were like, how the heck are we gonna pay for college? Right. So we need to do something that we love to do, and between the both of us, between our parents and grandparents, we have a love for baking and cooking. So really, that's how it came about.
Okay. So just being in the kitchen and just trying out new things and things that were already familiar to you. How did you come up with the name?
That was me.
Okay.
I'm going to take all credit for that name. I just went to searching, trying to get the right gist of what I wanted it to represent for us.
Mm-hmm.
And it just came through like Freakin Sweet Jars. It just came up. So I just went with that. Oh, it was all you? It was all me. The name was all me. I'm going to take all that credit.
And there it is. Okay. So when you're creating when you're doing your creations, do your kids have any input into it?
Absolutely. To be honest with you, we say kids, but I'm gonna be honest with you, our youngest is 20.
Okay.
So, they're young adults, and to be honest with you, it's a family affair. Every single one of them, when it started out, they didn't have a choice to work with us.
Mm-hmm.
But now, everybody's opinion counts. Everybody's point of view, different perspectives. Because you got to remember, everyone's different, so everybody brings a different perspective to the business.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know when I first met you all, I met Renata when we were at the screening of Will You Marry Me? That's how I met Renata. And that day right there, I tried a Freakin Sweet Jar, and it was like, okay, where it has been all my life. Okay, so but so many flavors, and the fact that the jars and all this other stuff, and and yes, we still have a jar, and yes, we still use the jar for other things. But the point of the matter being is when you're creating these things and you're going out to these events and you're explaining this to other people, how are other people receiving this? And is there a flavor that's like more popular over any of your other flavors?
Oh, banana pudding is a big favorite. Along with, I'm gonna give my husband his credit. The sweet potato jar that we do offer during the holiday season and sometimes for an event. We get rave reviews anytime anyone has a jar. We have never had an issue. People have different palates for what they like, what their tastes are, but they love the jar. They will stand there and they will eat the jar in front of us. They will go on and give us reviews. Mm-hmm. That's why we're able to expand because we get so many good compliments on our product. Great compliments, not good, excellent compliments.
Right. So I mean, because I'm gonna tell you all, I had the Oreo and I believe it was the blueberry that I had. I think. Let me think that. Yeah, them the two that I had. And it took a minute for me to think I got to share this with my husband. Okay. I got to give one of these to my husband. But he enjoyed them too. So, and then I turned around and I blogged about it in, for my review for Will You Marry Me and having Freakin Sweet Jars there and all these other entities that were there. But let's get to the big picture. When did you come to the decision that you wanted to open your own storefront?
So to be honest with you, both my wife and I, we've been obviously in the retail industry for over 30 years combined together.
Mm-hmm.
And just with thinking about what we've done for other companies, we've both been pretty successful with that. It was like, why can't we do this for ourselves?
Okay.
When we first started off, not gonna lie, we were both working full-time jobs, and then working is also full-time. It was a killer.
Mm-hmm.
You working 70, 80 hours a week.
Right.
So last year, it came to a realization like, look, if you don't sacrifice something to build your own, you will never do it. So that's when my wife decided to, resign from her job after 23 years and take this on full-time. I give her complete credit for that because it's a scary feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But really, at that moment, it was like, we can do this. Everyone else does it. We can do it. There's no reason why we can't.
Okay. And Renata, what about you? What's your viewpoint, your look on it?
My viewpoint is I want a legacy for my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I want the family to have something to work with, to live on, and to work for ourselves. That's the biggest thing about us opening up a store and expanding. Really for my grandkids, future grandkids that we don't have yet.
Mm-hmm.
None of the kids want to have kids. We have no grandkids, okay? So my grandkids will be spoiled because we want to take care of the whole family.
There you go.
That's what this is about.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So tell us about your first grand opening, because I know it was all over social media. It was in the news. People were talking about it. So tell us from your viewpoint, how was your first grand opening?
This first grand opening was absolutely, which way you want to put it? Scary.
That's usually how it goes. That's usually how it goes.
It was scary, yeah. It was a good scary. It was a sports feeling like, wow, this is us. And then like to see the love and support people who came out, and again everybody contributed to helping us get it open. It literally brought us to tears.
Mm-hmm.
Because we worked so hard for it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great feeling. It's been a great ride so far. There's been a lot of challenges, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
But that first day, did you by any chance sell out that first day?
No, we were close.
Close.
We did a tremendous amount for it within the first grand opening.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't prepared to do that much. So we thought we would sell some, but we didn't know we would sell that. We did a lot. We did great that day. Okay. And then that weekend we did just as well. To the point that the mall even complimented how well we did with our grand opening.
Okay.
And that was awesome.
Okay. Now this is the store that's in Arundel Mills, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And today we're gonna talk about that you're getting ready to open a second location.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how exciting is that? Talk about it. Tell us about it.
This one is even more exciting again because, the fact that we just opened up our first one, less than a year ago, and here we are again with our second location. And I'm not gonna lie to you, we weren't planning to open up a second one this soon, but we've had multiple people reach out to us. The mall actually reached out to us, because they've seen us on social media, they had our jars, they heard great reviews, and they're like, we absolutely have to have you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, right, okay. I'm telling my wife, well, let's just do it. At the end of the day, you gotta do it. It's nothing stopping us but ourselves.
Right.
So it's a great feeling. We should be opening this Saturday. We'll be in the grand opening.
11 a.m.
11 a.m.
We're giving out prizes. We got contests going on. We have speakers. The More Lifestyle has really, taken care of us with the marketing and social media and public relations. So, we're ready for Saturday. So our family's going to be there. We have a different setup with the kiosk. It's not like at a rental. It's an actual display case and counter like it's a really nice setup.
Okay.
So we're excited about it.
Okay, so again, shout out to Lamore's Lifestyle PR. Lamore is out there. Lamore is doing her thing, and we got to give my girl some props because she does what she does, and she puts her whole entire heart into it. So thank you, Lamore, for what you do. And I have to say now, the second location is in Columbia Mall, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and if y'all haven't been to Columbia, I haven't been to Columbia Mall in a while, but once you get in Columbia Mall, it's kind of like you come out of the woods and then you're in this oasis all of a sudden somewhere in the middle of Howard County. But go, and the time again is 11, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So 11 a.m., there's going to be prizes, there's going to be giveaways, there's going to be speakers. Y'all don't want to miss out on a sweet jar. Do each of you have a favorite sweet jar that you like? Besides banana pudding?
Oh, okay. To be honest with you, my favorite jar is our Butterfinger jar. Butterfinger cheesecake.
Okay.
So we don't have that. We don't have that rotation, but that is our favorite. We just put some things on, but we're going to reintroduce. We want to have flavors of the month, and that's going to be one of them.
Awesome.
That Butterfinger cheesecake jar will make you slap somebody. It is that good.
Oh my goodness. Now, here's a good question. How many flavors as of right now do you all have? 11. Okay. And it's just continuing to build.
Hold on. That's not true.
11 on the website.
We have 11 on the website.
Right.
But we have literally over 20 different flavors.
Wow.
But ultimately, we don't offer all of those at the location. You can put in orders with us through our social media and on our website for any one of those 20 versions, and we got you.
Okay. So we're going to have to talk. We're going to have to talk, okay? Because I'm telling you, y'all don't want to miss out on these sweet. When they say freaking sweet jars, you're not just going to say sweet jars. You're not just going to say sweets in a jar. You are going to say, this freaking sweet jar is good. That's why that word fits right in there, because it is what the title says. Is there what future plans do you have besides the upcoming second location? Is there anything coming in the future?
The only other thing we're looking at for the future is expanding to a different mall. We get asked to look at different malls all the time, and we're looking at doing that, but we want to get into an inline spot so that we can produce right there on site.
Okay. And that makes sense. So how do you man both locations?
Now, you know what, that's a good one. So my mother, she helps a lot. My mother works at the location. She helps us out. Go ahead, Dave. If there's something you want to add, my husband, I'm not saying enough. Go ahead, Dave.
My mother-in-law helps us out greatly.
Yeah.
We do have employees.
I was going to say that. Go ahead.
We definitely have employees, but to be honest with you, it's all of us again. Ultimately, my wife and I, we can't be at the stand all the time because we're, running the day to day.
Right.
So we're definitely always looking for good people. We're always hiring. It's a fun place to be. Again, it's a company that is going places.
Mm-hmm. And I definitely agree. Now, do you all do events, obviously, and what other type of things do you do? You do major events, corporate events, private events?
Yeah, we've done them all. We've done weddings. We've done Ravens events.
Okay.
We've done office parties. We've done kids' birthday parties. Like anything someone can think of that they want to, have Freakin Sweet Jar for part of their event, we can do. Recently we did Build a Jar, which is a kids' party, and we allowed the kids to go to their home jars if they wanted to.
Wow.
Yeah, so we just thought anything we can think of, we can personalize it for you guys. The names on it, we deliver, you can pick up. There's so many options.
Yes, we're gonna have to talk. Okay. We are definitely gonna have to talk. I'm gonna have to put on my 50 Shades of Blue hat and take off the Lady Blue hat and figure out how to work this in, because that is amazing, and I commend you on all that you're doing. The fact that you've raised 6 children, you stepped out on faith and opened up a business that is just, expanded itself and is building on itself. And it's beautiful to see another Black-owned business doing well, especially in this economy and especially in this day and age. So hats off to both of you for what you do. And I also appreciate you all taking the time out to be with Lady Blue today to explain Freakin Sweet Jars and let everybody get that little taste and get a tease. So tell us how we can get in touch with you, your website, where people can order your items at and so forth.
All right, so a couple of different ways. You can definitely go on www.freakinsweetjars.com, which is our website. You can actually contact us through both our social media, either at Freakin Sweet Jars on Instagram and the same on Facebook. And ultimately, if you want to come by our location, again, in Arundel Mills Mall, located next to Victoria's Secret and Bass Pro Shop, or you can stop by the Mall of Columbia, which will be downstairs in front of the kids' play area between H&M and JCPenney. There's multiple ways, and you know what? And if you know anybody we know, you can get to us through that as well. We answer all calls, all emails. We out here trying to get this. So.
Okay.
Well, definitely.
Yeah, they gotta give them their props on the days they get it. Yeah. So this information, the website is up on the Lady Blue Talk Radio group page, and I will make sure that it is across Lady Blue's social media so that people can figure out where they're going to get their sweet tooth on. And you can find them on IG, Facebook. Go order your sweet jars. I'm telling you all. Now, you said you do holiday sweet jars. So for Thanksgiving, what are we looking at? I think that's the sweet potato jar. Do you do just the sweets or do you do the sweet and savory?
We do sweet potato pie.
Okay.
Also, we do homemade pound cake for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Okay.
And we really got into the sweet potato jar. Sweet potato jar is very, very popular.
Okay. I asked that. I asked that for a reason because I've seen some posts of people saying that macaroni and cheese and sweet potato together is like the bomb. So people are putting jars like that together. Now, I'm asking you all this. Would you do that kind of combination? Would you do a sweet and savory combination for a Freakin Sweet Jar?
Absolutely. There's nothing we won't do. If you want it, we got it. You want some sriracha? I'll put that out.
Chocolate and chili, y'all. Y'all about to get your whole entire palate on. Okay. All right. So I'll tell you what, we're going to have to test that out for Thanksgiving and see if macaroni and cheese and sweet potato hits off the way that people say that it's hitting off.
Okay.
Okay.
Because that's macaroni and cheese, so that'll work.
There you go. There you go. So y'all, I just gave y'all a new flavor to add to your boom. Boom. There it is. Lady Blue done contributed, y'all. So y'all get on over there and enjoy Freakin Sweet Jars. Renata, Jahil, thank you so much for sharing a part of your day with us, with Lady Blue, and with the WMSK Online Radio fam, and giving us a taste of Freakin Sweet Jars. I really appreciate it. I appreciate what you do. I'm going to do my best to make it out to either Arundel Mills or Columbia one of these days, and enjoy the venue and the site and all of that. And if nobody has told you today, I'm going to make sure that I tell you. I'm sure y'all told each other, but I'm telling you all separately, I love you.
Thank you. I'm very glad.
All right, so y'all go and enjoy your day, and we're going to keep a lookout for Freakin Sweet Jars, all right? All right, y'all. Have a good one. Bye-bye. All right, y'all. Y'all just got your taste of Freakin Sweet Jars, okay? And I just gave up a new flavor. Macaroni and cheese and sweet potato. We're going to see how that works. Macaroni and cheese and sweet potato, okay? Y'all got to let me know how that works, because I know it's out there, but Lady Blue, they going to put the Freakin Sweet Jars twist on it, okay? We're going to get that twist on it. So y'all, if you get that, you got to let me know. Try the Oreo, try the blueberry. Oh my gosh, you will not be disappointed. Banana pudding, who can go wrong with banana pudding? Okay, just get it. That's all I have to say. It is something that you definitely want. Other than that, just to see another Black-owned business take off, support this Black-owned business, ladies and gentlemen. They're right here in the DMV, reachable, accessible, ready to serve, ready to just, watch you enjoy their combinations. So it's just like, fantastic. And good morning to everybody joining me on Facebook Live. I got my girl Natasha. I've got Lamore. I've got Natasha Brown Wainwright. I've got, who else do I have here? Vivian Stanley. I got Suzanne Rowan. I go, ooh, everybody. Philip Harrison. Let's see, who else? Anton, my son, Jay Sully is on. Pebbles is on. So, hey, thank you guys for joining. We're going to, so much is going on in the DMV. So much is going on in the DMV. And I'm going to give you one thing that is going on in the DMV. So, y'all, I want you to break out your calendars real quick, okay? Because I'm going to give you something right now two things right now that are Lady Blue centered that you need to be at and get your ticket for, okay? One of them is coming up on July 6th, next week, okay? Next week, starting at 2 p.m. Y'all need to come out for Pamper My Sister. Queens, it is time to be treated like a queen. That's right. Come on out to 207 East North Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland, okay? And just enjoy. You're looking at, excuse me, my whole entire throat is not acting right today. Okay, you're going to come and indulge yourself while learning about natural hair care, body care, makeup tips, skin care, and more. The cost of this event is $40, and that includes guided meditation with the natural hair care and body care tips, 10-minute chair massage, okay, by we have our new massage therapist, but we have a massage therapist there. We get the facial and hand spa, vegan Caribbean food, and sangria. And then there are also vendors available. So you'll be able to purchase if you want the skin care, if you want anything from the natural body or hair care, if you want to schedule a longer massage, you can do all of that there. We're going to have paparazzi. We're going to have a couple other vendors there. So get your ticket. Vendor spaces are already full. You need to go purchase your ticket either via Facebook or on Eventbrite, and then contact either myself or Yvonne Unique or from Royal Manifestations LLC in order to book your spot. We want to make sure we give you that attention. Okay, so we're doing at least 6 people an hour. We have 13 spaces left. So get your ticket purchased. Get it purchased soon. Okay, because we're not doing any tickets at the door. I want you all to get your tickets soon and book your spot. So that way when you walk in, you're greeted with a serene environment, a relaxing environment, and then you can just enjoy yourself. And also make sure you don't come with your makeup on because we're going to be washing it off anyway. Okay. So you can contact myself at 443-579-5401. Or you can contact Yvonne Unique at 443-488-2687 and book your spot for Pamper My Sister. I am excited about that. Now, we're going to move on to August. I told you I'm going to give you 2 things that are Lady Blue centered. Are y'all ready to voyage with Cruise with Lady Blue? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, get ready because coming August 31st, we are going to set sail on the Spirit of Baltimore for the Voyage of Blue benefit for 50 Shades of Blue. Yeah, we got something going on, y'all. Yes, we do. So the Inner Harbor awaits you for this one-of-a-kind inaugural event. This benefit for 50 Shades of Blue aboard the Spirit of Baltimore. If you or anyone you know is a survivor of intimate partner violence or abuse, we are here to celebrate you. We're prepared to start boarding at 11 and set sail at noon on the dot. So if you're late, you're going to miss out. Okay? Full buffet. And if you want to drink, the bar is there. You can have at it. You and your wallet can have at it. Cost of the tickets are $65. You need to get your tickets ASAP. Okay? You're going to hear from event speakers, myself. You're going to enjoy the DJ, the sights of the Inner Harbor, all while raising funds and awareness for the 5th annual event coming up in October. Raffle tickets will be given and there will be prizes available to be won, so don't miss out. The attire for this event is all blue. Casual dress, no Timbs, no baseball caps, no jeans, no t-shirts. This is a light lunch affair. So we're not going to the club. We're going in there and we're going to represent, okay? So everyone that attends will receive a token of appreciation from Lady Blue for attending and supporting. Okay, and we all know that domestic violence is happening all around us, and the work does not stop and end in the month of October. We need to continue the fight by bringing awareness and access to resources for those who might not have the access or the ability to trust someone to help them. Just because it's not happening to you does not mean it doesn't matter. So again, purchase your tickets through me from now until August 28th. Okay, this is so I can have the correct tally and make sure we have the right amount of chairs and tables to be provided on board the ship. Okay, any tickets not purchased before this time, if you show up at the harbor and you did not purchase your ticket ahead of time, you will be paying full value at the harbor ticket booth. Okay, a portion of this ticket sale goes to benefit the 5th annual 50 Shades of Blue Domestic Violence Awareness Conference coming up in October. So your presence and your support means the world to me and other survivors out there who reach out to me for help. So thank you. $65. All the information is on Facebook. If you have any questions, you can call me. You can bring your group. You can bring your girlfriends. You can bring whoever. This is a public event. Let's fill this ship, shall we? Let's fill this ship. Let's have some fun. Let's have some good food and some fun, win some prizes. Get a little freebie to take home with you and support domestic violence awareness. I'm excited about it. WMSK Online Radio is going to be on board. 108 is going to be on board. Power 4 Radio, 44 Radio is going to be on board. We got a couple other people that are going to be on board. So we've got some hitters that will be on board. And we have a surprise. Troy Jones of 108 and myself have a surprise that we will announce on this cruise. So you all need to be on board to hear this announcement firsthand. So get your tickets. I'm serious. I want to, by the end of this week, which is between today and Saturday, I want to have at least 10 spots booked. Let's get this rocking. 10 spots booked. Get your $65 and let's rock. Get it paid to the link that is on the page. As soon as you pay, it goes directly to Spirit of Baltimore. So spaces are secured. So 10 people, $65. Let's do this, okay? I know it's the first of the month coming up, and I know things are happening. So, but I know everybody has jumped on this cruise, and they want to go. Get your tickets because we want to fill more than 35 seats, okay? I want 10 people between now and Saturday. To get that $65 in so we can go ahead and keep it rocking. And share. The public is invited. Just remember the attire is all blue. Okay? All right. So we're going to go over to commercial break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about some hot topics and some other things that are going on and a few things going on with WMSK. So keep it locked right here. This is Lady Blue of the Lady Blue Radio Show live right here on the home of Cheryl Underwood Morning Show, WMSKOnlineRadio.com, where talk radio just got better. Don't go nowhere. All right, babies, I'll be right back.
Wristwatch time moving on.
Today versus up and entertainment. Make sure you get your copy at a location near you. All these things in New York, New Jersey, Philly, Atlanta, and LA. Book-winning bookstores in our first country is Canada. Get into the mind of the heart and culture towards their own by the system. This magazine will give you high-profile pictures, corruption information on what's happening in the G-Ball, police department, and the government. Also, success stories of foreign inmates such as myself. You don't want to miss it. Celebrities, sports, entertainment, real estate, and financial literacy. Make sure you visit us on our website and stay. We are the voice of the voiceless. State versus us. Magazine.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you can donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-639-8620. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It'll be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car. And as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now. Call 1-800-639-8620. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now. 1-800-639-8620. That's 1-800-639-8620.
verbs, you read the message, your page like EA. Hesitate to accept it, look at your face. And it quickly erased. And it is very all you need. Time to first take this. You love it, you compete with the rest. You get salty, stuff, tackle, suicide, little kill all themselves. I never have to do too much. I'm dead wrong, but I'm right for every mic I touch. Check it. Relax and take notes on the word is here. Next time you wanna make it relax, you better put the light in it to the top. You can't get wrong.
This is P. Phrase the Whisper, founder of Longevity Project Energy Ministries. And you're listening to the Lady Blue Radio Show live on WMSKOnlineradio.com. Talk radio just got better. You know it. Energy. Yeah.
All right, everybody, we are back. It is pretty much the top of the hour. This is your girl, your fave blogger, Lady Blue, and I'm coming at you LIVE live right here on the home of Cheryl Underwood Morning Show, WMSKOnlineradio.com, where talk radio just got better. Make sure that you are following us on WMSKOnlineradio.com. Join our mailing list for updates, events, shows, and more. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at WMSK Online Radio, and make sure you use the hashtag WMSK Grind. I also want to make sure that you have Urban Reality News right in your hand. That is right. Woo! State versus Us magazine, your official source to the streets from prison, highlighting high-profile cases, corruption in the police department, government, the prison system, wrongful convictions, and success stories of the formerly incarcerated. If you or someone you know have a story to tell, want a feature or ad space, please email stateversususmag@gmail.com. That's stateversusmag@gmail.com. And you can get your print or digital copy at stateversususmag.com. Now, 3 issues are already out. Issue number 4 is already sent off to do its thing. It's being compiled, it's being put together. You can pre-order the 4th issue. I'm going to run down the issues for you. The premiere issue has the founder, the creator, the owner of WMSKOnlineradio.com. That is Miss Connoisseur, Tia Hamilton herself. You also have the 2nd issue that has my son, the New York General, on the cover, and has some very poignant stories in there, such as Akeem Browder, the brother of Khalif Browder, and his the anniversary for Khalif was not too long ago. You have Eddie Conway, you have a former Black Panther in there. You've got some entertainment news. You've got a lot going on in that magazine, so you need to get it in your hand. The 3rd issue is a dual cover, which has Nell, the comedian, who was here in Baltimore last week, and on the other side, Wallow 267. So we've got some very high-profile activists, entertainers that are in these books, or in these magazines, that you want to get in your hand. And the trick to this is it's national. It's not just a local magazine. This magazine is walking all across the United States, inside and outside the G-Wall. And for those of you who do not know what the G-Wall is, that is the prison system. I keep calling it a book. This magazine is going everywhere. It is even crossed the international barrier and is up in Canada. So this magazine is out there and you need to get it. And the 4th issue, which you can pre-order today, has on the cover, another dual cover. You have Jamila T. Davis on one side, and you have the one, the only, and the original Freeway Ricky Ross on the other side. So just get the magazine. That's all I got to tell you. Get the magazine in your hand, okay? Go on over to WMSKOnlineradio.com and you can see the events and everything that is out there in the community that WMSK is involved in, sponsoring, supporting, and more. I know WMSK Online Radio is a proud sponsor of the 50 Shades of Blue Domestic Violence Awareness Conference. And, it is not just because I'm on this station. It is because they believe also in the purpose and the matter of this silent epidemic needs to end. Okay, it just needs to end. Hello to those of you who are joining me on Facebook Live and have hopped on over there to the YouTube channel. Make sure you drop over there to the YouTube channel and send me some love over there as well. But going back to WMSK being in the community, The CEO goes to the school. She speaks to the youth. She goes to the juvenile center. She goes to the prison. She goes to these places to talk and find out and get the heartbeat and the feel of what's going on there. So this is not just us talking off the top of our head. We've been there, we've experienced it, we've done it. So therefore, we're giving you what is real from the street, from the prison system, from those who have been in abusive situations, those that are coming out of abusive situations, those that are locked up, currently incarcerated because of abusive situations, or because the law has, or the legal system has done them wrong, or the judicial system has turned their back on them. This is what this is all about. It's making sure that you, the public, are correctly informed to what is happening out here in these streets. Before I went on commercial break, I talked about the upcoming cruise, Voyage in Blue, that is happening on August 31st. Boarding starts at 11 a.m. at the Inner Harbor here in Baltimore, and the address for that is 561 Light Street. Everybody knows where the Inner Harbor is. You just go down to where the water is and all the big boats, okay? That's where you go down to, and Lady Blue will be right there getting it together, standing there making sure whoever's purchased their ticket, I have their name, they can get on board that ship, they can do what they need to do, and everybody's happy. So make sure you get your tickets. We want to book 10 people between now and Saturday. $65 gets you on this boat. It gets you full buffet, gets you complimentary refreshment, which is coffee, tea, sweet tea, unsweetened tea, juice, and water. If you want the bar, you and your wallet can go have fun at the bar. Okay. You get a DJ. We're going to have a raffle. We're giving away prizes. You're getting a thank you for attending. Everybody's going to be dressed in blue. You're going to hear from the speakers, and we have a surprise from one of my speakers and myself. Troy Jones of the 108 organization and myself have a special announcement that we will announce on this cruise. So I want everybody to get your tickets so you can hear this firsthand and then go on out there and share it, okay? Firsthand as we sail the Inner Harbor and benefit 50 Shades of Blue. Proceeds from these ticket sales will go to benefit the upcoming conference that is coming in October. I wish I could tell you all how excited I am about this. I want to give a shout out to Miss Connoisseur and also to Tasha Woodard, who has been just giving me all sorts of different ideas to raise the money, raise the funds, and do what needs to be done to bring to kind of fatten the pot, so to speak, so that I'm able to reach out and help these people who call me, because I'm telling you, I have people that call me and say, we need to pay for a hotel room. Can you send us $20 so we can go ahead and pay for this hotel room that'll, house this person and their 2 or 3 kids? Or they need food for the night, or they just need, the ride from home to the doctor's office. These little things mean a lot. They mean a lot. Okay? And we don't just deal with, we're dealing with, it doesn't matter what your situation is. I've helped pay for diapers. I've gathered baby clothes for boys and girls, okay? Blankets, coats, toys, having to go out and get mattresses, all these different things. So, I'm not just sitting here just talking to you on the radio and saying, go do this and go do that. No, I'm working behind the scenes, because a lot of what I do, I can't give you the information because these people are in fear for their lives, okay? Male or female, women or children, men or children, they're in fear for their lives. They want to start anew, but they want to make sure that they're safe at the same time. So it's not that we don't want to tell you, it's that we consider safety to be a very, very precious thing when it comes to leaving a domestic violence situation. That's basically how I tell you. But I'm going to reiterate, as I always do, if if you're in trouble, you need somebody to talk to, you need to be anonymous in what you're saying, you can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline and get that help today at 1-800-799-7233. That's 1-800-799-7233. And there is an advocate on their website 24/7. Now, the nice thing about the National Domestic Violence Hotline website is that if you're at home and on the computer and you don't want your abuser to know that you've been there, there will be no recollection of you visiting that site on your computer. That is a fail-safe that they have put in for their website, which is it's a beautiful thing. If you go and you click on the site, it automatically pops up and it tells you what to look for. It tells you if you're in trouble. But I'm also going to say to you all is I know many of y'all have specific feelings about law enforcement. I'm going to tell you all right now, call the police. If you need to call 911, call 911. It is better to have it documented than to not have it documented. Let me say that again. It is better to have it documented than to not have it documented. Because if you get in this situation, over and over again and there's no record, it's a he said, she said kind of thing. And we don't want a he said, she said, especially if you're going to court. You want that protective order, you want that peace order, you want these things. And we need to talk about the recent thing that just happened about a young lady who was arrested or and charged with theft. She was suffering abuse at the hands of her husband. Okay, gotta protect our peace order. Okay, and it basically stated that he was not to have weapons. So she went to the house, knowing that the weapons were there. She removed them and she took them to the police department and she turned them in. They asked her if those were hers, and she said, no, these were my husband. So they immediately arrested her and charged her with theft. Now, she didn't go out and do her own thing. She didn't go out and decide, well, I'm going to, sit and wait for him and blow his brains out. That's not what she did. Her mindset was, and this is where the discussion needs to happen. Her mindset was this: if I take away the thing that might kill me, I may have a better chance at keeping him at bay. So she went and she removed them and she took them to the police. Now the police took the weapons, but they arrested her and charged her with that. So how and where does that line, there's that fine line there. Was she wrong for saving herself? Was she wrong for taking the weapons? He's not supposed to have the weapons. Should he have gone knowing that he probably would not have? He should have turned the weapons in, which 9 times out of 10, most abusers will not turn their weapons in of free will. And the police can't just go show up and take them from the house, okay? That's the thing. They can't just go, okay, well, it has to be a situation in which if the police show up and the person being abused says there are weapons in the house, then the police can go in and take the weapons because that's a violation of the protective order, okay? That's where that stipulation. But just to call and say, he has weapons, I've been abused, come take the weapons. No, they're not going to do that. So where is the happy medium in this? She wanted to save herself. That was her only mindset. She really wanted to save herself. And this is how she saw being able to save herself from being harmed, okay, with all of these weapons. So I've asked you all on Facebook. I've asked you all here on Facebook Live and on my Facebook channel. Let's talk about this. I need to hear your opinion. These are things I need to take when I go and somebody asks me a question, or if I'm invited to go and talk in Annapolis, which I'm kind of hoping that I am. These are the things that I want to move forward and ask these questions. Where is our legal system going to right then and there? Because if you issue a peace order that says you're not to have any weapons and you tell them to turn over the weapons and they just look at you and say, okay, there's no time stipulation, like you have 24 hours to turn over these weapons, you have 48 hours to give over all the weapons, or the police will be at your house on so said date to confiscate any weapons that you may have. How about that? Because there should be a mindset that we want to keep the peace order the right way or the protective order the right way, And we want to make sure that every aspect of this order is followed. So why not, as soon as that's issued, and if this person is saying that there's weapons in the house, why not, as soon as that order is issued, go right on over to the house and confiscate the weapons? Why give them the opportunity if they're telling you there's weapons in the house and this person can point to you where the weapons are in the house? Why not just go take the weapons? That's just my opinion. Why not just go and take the weapons? It really doesn't make any sense to me, but such is. Um, there's a whole lot of other helplines that are out there: suicide prevention, child help, help with your. There's help for Boys Town America. There's help if you're going through eating disorders. There's help for all of these things, and I think the one thing that I have noticed and that we need to get out of, and I'm speaking to specifically right now to the African American community, is we've got to get the stigma off of mental health. We've got to take that stigma off, because if you're suffering from I'm sounding like Medea right now. If you're suffering from any mental health issues and there is help out there, take it. It does not show a weakness. It does not say that you're less of a human being. It shows that you care and respect yourself, your health, your well-being, and those around you. How do we take the stigma off of mental health in the Black community? How do we do that? Now here it is. There's a PowerPoint that talks about community mental health for African American men. Depression, it talks about all of that, because all of these things go into this, and that's kind of the sad thing about it is, well, not sad. Let me backtrack my words there. These things all intertwine: PTSD, depression, eating disorders. People start smoking. People start drinking. All of these things, they take part in this, okay? And it's up to us to be able to recognize the signs and symptoms, okay? Especially in our African American men, okay? Our men tend to shy away from mental health issues. They shy away from these things because they don't think they need the doctor, okay? And we have to let them know we care about them and you need to go to the doctor, even if I have to drag you, okay? But we got to be able to recognize signs and symptoms. Understand barriers to treating the depression or anything else that goes along with it, okay? And know what you can do to help yourself or those around you, okay? Your loved ones, your family, your friends, your coworkers. Those are the people that are surrounding you, so why not help yourself so that you help them? These things are offered even in the workplace, okay? If you're stressed out, if your demeanor changes, these are the things that we're supposed to notice and, try to talk to these individuals and say, do you need help? Is there someone that you can talk to? We can go do this together, something like that. But knowing that mental health includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. I just combined all of those things, okay? The things that contribute to mental health include genes or brain chemistry, okay? Is it family-centered, or is it chemically centered in your brain? Experiences such as abuse, trauma, wartime situations, witnessing something that you normally wouldn't see on a daily basis, those things. And again, a family history of mental issues, okay? Those are things that we should be, that tell us what mental health is, okay? Again, one of the barriers that I just mentioned to mental health in the Black community is stigma. You're weak, you're wimpy if you go to that, okay? No. The other thing is insurance. And insurance is a mother, okay? Lack of access, and then there's not a lot of understanding by many of the therapists that are out there. And when I say understanding, I'm talking about cultural understanding. Well, they understand their field, but get into the culture and they're lost, okay? So those are some of the stigmas. Here's some of the reasons that we're afraid to talk about mental health. Mental health is viewed in a negative way because of it has certain things or characteristics or traits that are thought to be a disadvantage to the Black community. Psycho, weirdo, crazy, schizo, basket case, wacko, off center, left field, okay, layman's terms, not in their right mind, acting funny, okay, those kind of things. We place a stigma on mental health. Now, you've heard comedians and all this other stuff. If somebody was acting, somebody's acting like this, we just tell them, you gonna get up and go do what you gotta do. I don't care if you are crazy, okay? We place this type of thing on this that needs to, we need to get rid of it, okay? If there's any other phrases that you can think of when it comes to being afraid to talk about mental health, share them, okay? Being afraid to share your feelings. Being afraid to share your feelings for fear of being called one of these names. That's a stigma, okay? The negative feelings that people put on people who have mental health issues. That's a stigma, okay? They may be seeking help for these things. They may not have the courage or the strength to stand up and speak out about it. So they're okay? Something to look out for. Maybe when you were younger, you were feeling sad. Somebody may have told you that talking about your feelings makes you soft, and it's not true. You want to be true to your own self-help, your own self-wealth, okay? Be true to you, all right? So for African-American men, okay, 1 in 5 Americans struggle with mental illness every year. African Americans are 20% more likely to have serious psychological distress than the white community. Suicide is the third leading cause of death among African Americans ages 15 to 24. Now we need to bring that down because I'm going to tell you right now, from January to now, there have been minors under the age of 15, 8, 9, 7, 6, 10 that have committed suicide because of what? Bullying, peer pressure, all these different things that have caused the younger American community, African American community, to commit suicide. African American men are 4 times more likely to die by suicide than African American women are. Think on that for a second. The proportion of African Americans who need mental health treatment and get it is only half that of the white community. It's a topic that needs to be talked about. It's a topic that is considered taboo among African American men, and they don't discuss it. So it turns into depression. It turns into drinking. It turns into drug use. It turns into sex abuse. It turns into porn addiction. It turns into all these things, but then is not recognized for what it is, and then it's undertreated. Okay, this is a hot topic for me today, y'all. So, okay, we have the signs of depression. We know the signs of depression. If you don't know the signs of depression, these are common among men. Aches, pains, headaches, cramps, digestive problems. Women experience that too. Loss of interest in activities the person used to enjoy, including sex. Women experience that too. Problems concentrating, remembering information, or making decisions. Women experience that too. Trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or sleeping too much. We've all seen people that just seem like they can sleep all dang day long, okay? And they may be going through something, but to recognize it and to know how to help instead of just saying, get out of the bed, stop wasting your day, okay? We got to look at that, okay? So we all have days when we feel down and less happy than usual, and that's natural. But when the feelings are keeping you or someone you know from living their everyday life, that's when it's time to possibly seek the help that is needed. Okay? So how can you be a friend to someone who has that? Okay? Like I said, you don't want to say, stop wasting your day. You get up out the bed, you have slept all day. That's not helping. You wasting your time. That's not helping. Just like there's a tactful way to talk when you have a disagreement with someone, there's a tactful way to talk when you are dealing with a friend or someone you know with depression. Okay? If you want to reach out, if you want to help, you say, I'm worried about you. How you doing, really? Okay? That will, okay. I'm going to mention these and I'm going to put a scenario on you all. Okay, I've noticed some changes in you lately. I wanted to check in with you. It sounds like you're having a tough time. It must really be hard to hold everything together when you're feeling like this. When did you start feeling like this? And did something happen in order for it to start? how can I help you to find the help you need? Okay. And I didn't want to say I understand and there's a reason. Okay. Feeling depressed isn't a sign of weakness. It takes courage to speak up. I've just mentioned that. Now, the reason I wouldn't say that I understand, because if you've never experienced depression, to say I understand someone with depression, that's in a way devaluing what they're going through. It's like when you are dealing with someone who wants to commit suicide. You don't say I understand because you've never been there. If you've never thought about committing suicide, you cannot possibly understand what is going through that person's mind unless they explain it to you. So I understand has to be used very, very carefully, because I'm telling you, if you've never sat on the ledge, if you've never poured out pills on a table, if you've never had a gun sit next to you, if you've never slit your wrist, if you've never done any of those things, walked out in front of it, you have no idea what the mindset of someone who is going through that kind of turmoil is. So to say I understand devalues what's going on. How can I help? I'll sit here and talk to you if you need someone to talk to. I'm all ears. Lean on me. I'll give you the time and the space you need to talk. Okay? You're having a tough time. I can't begin to imagine the tough time you're having. I've had tough times before, but I'm probably not like this, and I want to help. So how can I help you? Okay? If let's do this together. I'll go with you to therapy if you need that strong person or that hand to hold on to. Okay? Those are the kind of things that you want to bolster them in confidence. Okay? So don't make them regret opening up to you. Okay? Because it takes courage to say, I'm depressed, I'm suffering from depression, I'm contemplating suicide, I have mental issues, I have PT. It takes courage to speak up. So these are things you don't want to say, and then we're going to go to commercial break. Don't say, do not say it's all in your head. You're just having a bad day. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Man up, you can deal with this on your own. That right there is a no-no, okay? Why are you talking about this stuff? You don't want people to think you're crazy. Counseling is for sissies. What will your family say? The family's not going through it. This person is, and this person needs somebody they can trust that will not throw their issue back at them and make them feel bad about it. Okay, they already know they're dealing with mental issues. They don't need you to tell them that. It's more than just a bad day. And if it's worrying them, then it's something to worry about. Okay? If they could deal with it on their own, then they wouldn't be feeling this way. They would have dealt with it already. Don't ever tell anybody to man up. Don't do that. Our young men, we need to stop telling us, suck it up. They have a right to their emotions. We're constantly telling men to squash their emotions, to push down their emotions, to not be emotional creatures. And then it turns into rage and all these other things. We need to stop that. Women, men, fathers, mothers, grandmothers, aunts, uncles, we need to stop that. Let them have their emotion. Let them cry. Let them laugh. Let them scream. Let them do whatever it is they need to do to get it out. Because if they're coming to you and wanting to talk, let them talk. You don't gotta solve everything, and you ain't got the cure. Okay, just be supportive and offer to work together to find help from a professional. Boom, there it is. That is your only course of action. You are not there to fix it all, and you do not have a resolution for everything that's going on in your life. So please do not try to be Sally or Mikey fix it all, because you're not. Okay. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and go on over and cut to commercial break, and then we're going to come back and close out the show. We're going to close out the show. We're going to talk about a few more hot topics and just get you out there and ready for the weekend. This is Lady Blue, live on the Lady Blue Radio Show, WMSKOnlineradio.com, home of Cheryl Underwood Morning Show, where talk radio just got better. Come on back.
is Jonathan Celestin, and you are listening to the Lady Blue Radio Show live on WMSKOnlineRadio.com. Talk radio just got better.
The views and opinions that are expressed on WMSKOnlineRadio.com are those of the guests, hosts, and callers, and not necessarily those of the station, its management, hosts, or advertisers. The shows founded on WMSKOnlineRadio.com can't promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or personal practice. These shows are for entertainment only. Thanks for listening. Hey, Shona.
Don't make a move without contacting Focus Movers. They offer affordable moving rates, fast and reliable service, fully equipped state-of-the-art trucks, locally owned and operated, a 24-hour call center. You give them a call. Do it today. 443-506-7905. Don't make a move without Focus Movers. 443-506-7905. Free moving quotes, commercial and residential, full service moves, local and long distance. Last second and emergency moves can be done too. They are fully licensed and insured. Call them at 443-506-7905 or book online at www.focusmovers.com. Don't make a move without calling Focus Movers. Hey, this is So Fresh Epic Design, and you are listening to Lady Blue Radio Show Live on WNSK Online Radio. Talk radio just got better.
All right, everybody, we are back. Tail end of the show. We still got a few things to talk about, and you know I'm going to talk about some hot topics. But first of all, I want to make sure that you all reach out to Freakin Sweet Jars. Let them know you heard about them on the Lady Blue Radio Show, and just get your taste of Freakin Sweet Jars. They got a storefront in Arundel Mills, and they are getting ready to open in Columbia Mall, right here in the DMV. They are right in your backyard. So get on over there. They're doing it at 11 this weekend. They are speakers, prizes, giveaways. Get your freaking sweet jar on, okay? That's all I got to say on that one. And also visit their website, www.freakinsweetjars.com. You can place an order. They do corporate, they do parties, they do private events, they do all of that. You got a sweet jar idea, send it to them. Maybe they'll throw that sweet jar together. I just gave them mac and cheese and sweet potatoes, okay? So we gonna see what's gonna happen on Thanksgiving. Y'all heard? Okay, so keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Hot topics, man. Are there hot topics to talk about today? Sure, there's hot topics to talk about today. Yesterday was the first of many Democratic presidential debates. Okay, they're going to have the other 10, 13 up today, okay, including Joe Biden. Yesterday was Elizabeth Warren and Cory Booker and Beto O'Rourke and many of the others that are on the ticket. And, to narrow down these 20 plus to one or two, maybe four, you got to really look at what they're saying and what they're offering. I'm not going to sit here and say I picked, but if you're looking at who is coming with the ideas and has their finger on the pulse and is there with the community, I have to say Cory Booker. I have to say Elizabeth Warren. I have to say Kamala Harris. And I'm still kind of up in the air on several of the others because they're in their community, but I don't know a whole lot about them outside of what's already been introduced in the media. So trying to get to those. Why Cory Booker? Well, okay, Cory Booker he's been there, he's done that. You're looking at candidates that have been on the one side and can possibly work the other. So they understand both sides. I would want someone who understands both sides. Both, whether Republican or Democrat. I want them to understand both sides and the urgency, the necessity, the importance, and not just take this office as a free ride for the taxpayers to pay for everywhere you go. No, it's more than that. We need our alliances back. We need to work with others. We need to stop trying to be this lone entity because nobody does this mess by themselves. No, they don't. Before I get all into that, I do, and I should have at the top of the hour, but I do because I have followed this show. I followed this family, and I've seen their kids grow up. They've gone through their turmoil and so on and so forth. And we all have our favorite shows, but I enjoyed watching this show, and I enjoyed, sometimes they were a little harsh. Other times, their harshness was that tough love that other people needed to get them out of the life of crime that they were in. So my heart, my prayers, my condolences go out to the Chapman family on the loss of Beth Chapman, Mrs. Dog, who passed away yesterday at 5:35 a.m. Hawaii time. Her husband, Dwayne, put out a very, very heartfelt message that said normally at this time she would be out climbing Cocoa Head Mountain. Instead, she's climbing the stairway to heaven, and that he would see her on the other side. And, a lot of people just started their negativity off of this. And, this woman endured a lot. And I'm going to tell you, because I followed her on Instagram, I followed her on Twitter, I want to tell you that though she had the tough appearance on television and though she, was very vocal and very loud and very brash and very, very who she was, she also had a very compassionate side. She was about getting, she didn't want to see another female hurt. She didn't want to see another human being harmed. She did not want people to be taken advantage of. And I hope and pray that someone will play this or let Beth know that for myself, let Beth and her family know. And I'm sure Beth, if you're, your spirit is out there, but let the Chapmans know that their work has not gone unnoticed. Okay. Bail bondsmen across the world are feeling this one right now. She was the first female to do a lot in the world of bail bondsmen. Okay. She made a lot of marks. She also was a mother of 12. She raised 12 children, her youngest being Gary Boy. Okay. She was fierce. She was a lioness for her family. She was fierce. You were going to harm her children. You were going to have to come through her. She was very about her husband. She was very about the love of her family. And I'm sure right now that everyone is surrounding Dwayne because he loved his wife. He loved his wife. And so y'all pray for this family because this is a very hard loss. Beth was only 51 years old. She had gone through throat cancer. We all saw that on national television. She took us on that ride with her. She was in remission, but then it came back and apparently it advanced into lung cancer. So she was in late stages of lung cancer. They put her in a medically induced coma so that she wouldn't have to go through the pain if she had a seizure or when they were draining her lungs of the fluid. And that was on Monday, and she passed away yesterday morning. So heartfelt prayers to the Chapman family at this time. But back into the hot topics that are out there. Again, with the debates, I hope you all are watching this. I hope you are going to put some feeling into this. So when you go out and vote, you're not just pressing a button and hoping that this situation will go away, because this is the time where your vote counts. You need to support. Okay, you need to get out there and have your voice in the community. Okay, if you do not support or feel comfortable with what your candidate is doing, or your senator or your congressman or your council member or your state representative, you gotta tell them. They can't guess. Okay, the only time they can guess is whether or not they are going to be in the office. They feel they're going to be in it, they're going to guess at it. They're not going to guess at what you're thinking or what's going on in your neighborhood or in your door or on your street. They can't guess that. They need to know. You have to open your mouth. Okay? You have to open your mouth. So talk to your candidates. Get to know. You don't have to watch just one news entity. There are plenty of news entities out there. I know who I would watch and who I will not watch. Okay? Because I'm not for rhetoric. I'm not for any of that. I want facts. I want truth. I want somebody who's going to give it to me and ask and have me think on the other end. Okay, we've been dealing with this immigration issue. We've been dealing with this photo of the father and daughter that drowned at the bank of the edge of the Rio Grande. Yes, I come from the Southwest, so I'm going to call it the Rio Grande, not the Rio Grande. Okay. This is a harsh picture. A lot of people are just, why you keep playing that? Just get over it. They're dead. It's not his fault. It's not it. The point right now is that they fled harm to come here for safety and died right before they could get their fingertips on it. He wanted better for his child. Where does the humanity begin and end? We are called as human beings to love one another. From where their situation was, I can't speak on that. I don't know. But as a parent, no, you wouldn't want to put yourself in that situation. But also as a parent, do you know what it means to flee a harmful situation? Do you know what it means to come from a war-torn country where they're constantly raping the little boys and little girls, or recruiting the boys to become soldiers in something they don't understand but are being told to do? If they want to live, they're going to continue to do it. So it's a form of brainwashing. We need to look at our human side. These are people, okay? Many of them have come here to do it legally. And I agree with what was said on CNN with the Don Lemon show and Chris Cuomo. The what's on the Statue of Liberty tablet means absolutely nothing right now if we're going to take that kind of stance on what is going on in our country. We need to think about that. We need to think about our current leadership. This is a man who has the codes to nuclear weapons, who almost put us on the verge of a war with Iran, but decided to change his mind at the last minute. I'm sorry. I'm just going to tell you, I don't think that man is that smart. I don't. He's business minded, not political minded. But I don't want to get very political right now. I want you all to just turn your humanity up a notch. Your love, your compassion, your empathy, your morality, turn it up a notch. Don't just they shouldn't be here, so it's good for them. No, that's a human being. That's a human being. Not race, not creed, not sexual orientation, not disposition, not race, none of that. Okay. What else could I possibly tell you that would make a difference? Okay. As a parent, no, I would not want to put my child through that kind of torture. At the same time, if the shores of the Americas is what is going to offer me some solace and some relief, and then I can't get here because I'm either going to get killed or I'm going to get turned away or I'm going to get my child taken away from me. Most of these parents are thinking, okay, if I go and they take my child, at least my child will be in the United States. I'll go back home. Most parents will do that for their child. Most will do that. Okay, and I'm not here to give you an opinion. You can agree, disagree with me, but that's another thing this country is based upon. We all have our opinions. We all have these things. We think certain ways, but we are open to trying to understand what is happening from the other side that is causing them to act, think, be, move, talk, all in the way that they do, so that if it does begin to affect us, we're able to deal with it. Our humanity has been lost in the last several years, and it is on a complete spiral since 2016. That's all I'm going to say about it. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about it. A few other things that are going on right now. I know there have been a lot of stories in the LGBTQ community. Pride was recent. There's a lot of things that are going on with Pride and Pride Month. A lot of great pictures, a lot of great things that are happening in that community. So, keep your eye out for that. Hopefully, we will have Baltimore Pride as a sponsor this year for 50 Shades of Blue. And what else can I possibly tell you? Y'all need to just go read the news. I could talk about all these different things. Oh, the BET Music Awards. Let's close out with that, shall we? The BET Music Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, I have not even watched it, but I've watched snippets. Cardi B, the other young lady, I can't even think of her name right now, the one who did the flute, okay? Having Washington, D.C. represented with EU and Sugar Bear. DC came out in the house. Now, a lot of people were upset that Sugar Bear couldn't remember the lyrics to his own music. Okay, but DC was in the house. Go-Go was in the house. So, Washington, D.C., Chocolate City, hats off to you. Let's see, what else did we have? We had Cardi B. Oh, we had Lil Nas and Billy Ray Cyrus that came out there and bought the house down. Okay, Mary J. Blige tore it up. Okay, there is everybody was going back in the day. Do you understand? Back in the day. And now we got Mary J. Blige and Nas coming to Baltimore. Oh, y'all get ready. Okay. But yes, the BET Music Awards, from what I saw, was definitely a sight to see. Now, mind you, I didn't know we could start saying some of that language on TV. Now, Don Lemon came out with his little cuss word and all that stuff going on. Go ahead. Okay, Cardi B, 3 changes of outfits. Girl was looking good. Let's see who else. Rihanna was looking good. There was a lot of surprises in this award show, but it was definitely an award show to be remembered. So again, hats off to EU and Sugar Bear for representing Washington D.C. and Go-Go, and hats off to Taraji P Henson and her co-host for bringing that to the forefront. Yes. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and cut it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get you out of here so you can get to the rest of your Thursday and get prepared for the weekend. Make sure you get your tickets for Pamper My Sister coming up on July 6th. $40. You get massage, guided meditation, natural hair care and body tips, facial and hand massage, food, drink, vendors, and a relaxing atmosphere. So come and bring out the inner queen and network with Pamper My Sister. Tickets are available on Eventbrite and on Facebook. $40. Then call and book your spot so that we can give you the timely attention that you need and relax a little bit. Gather your girls and come on. Okay, we got 13 spots left, so bring it on. Also, keep in mind between today and Saturday, I want 10 people to book their seat on Voyage in Blue. That is happening on August 31st on the Spirit of Baltimore. And it is a benefit for 50 Shades of Blue Baltimore, the Domestic Violence Awareness Conference coming up in October. The attire is all blue, food, sights, fun, giveaways. Everybody that attends is going to get a thank you gift from Lady Blue. And we have a surprise that will be announced from me and Troy Jones, because we will have 108 Power 44 WMSK in the house. We're going to have a few others in the house. I believe Lamore Lifestyle PR will be joining us. So you all need to get your tickets and get them now. 10 people. 10 people. I want 10 people to book between now and Saturday. Let's go. Get your ticket. Let's go. And then we want to fill this ship. I want us to take an entire deck. That's what I'm claiming right now, an entire deck. Okay, so get your tickets. Call your friends. Share the event. Put it up in your workplace. Do what you got to do. Bring your folks. Okay, I want the Spirit of Baltimore to say, "Dang, she done bought out Baltimore." You're darn skippy. Okay, everybody should be on that boat. I want everybody to be in blue, and I want everybody to come and have a good time. $65. You get all of that, and a portion of the proceeds go to benefit the upcoming 5th annual 50 Shades of Blue Domestic Violence Awareness Conference. With that being said, thank you guys for being with me on Facebook, YouTube, out there in WMSK Online Radio Land. I hope you downloaded the free app. You can listen to the show over and over and over again, and you can leave your opinions and your thoughts and any topics you would love for me to talk about on the Lady Blue Talk Radio group, the Lady Blue Radio Show page. Lady Blue is all across social media, Instagram, Twitter, BlastBy, all the good places. You know, Google Plus is no more. So Google Plus is out. But anyway, reach out to me if you have a question, you want to support, you have questions about the events. Get with me so we can get you in and get you on board with these events and with what Lady Blue has going on. And with that being said, guys, have a great weekend. Get out there, live out loud, bless somebody, because you never know. You may be the only Bible that they get for the weekend. And as I always say here, weeping may endure for a night, but joy, it comes in the morning. Have a good one. Peace. See you guys.